What are the best examples of growth hacking? So before we get started, check out this lady. Here she goes, and bam! That's exactly the example we do not want. That's definitely not what we're going to cover here today. But what we are going to cover are the examples that give us the right direction. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share with anybody that you think this would be of value to. And finally, I have a $100 bonus for anyone who stays to the end. It's awesome. Just wait till the end and I'm going to tell you how to get it. All right. So let's get started. What are the best examples? So the first thing is that I want to explain to you that growth hacking is not exclusive to technology. Technology companies have been some of the best companies to exploit growth hacking, but they're not the only ones. So I'm going to give you 3 traditional examples. I'm going to give you some 3 new school examples of technology companies who've done this. And so you can see a spectrum of examples of how this works. So it hopefully helps you hone into what are some great examples of this happening. Now, number 1. McDonald's. I love McDonald's. Huh? Awesome stuff. All right. So roughly 50 years ago, a growth hack that McDonald's had implemented, they started building their own billboards, right? So keyword here is building their own billboards. And the growth hack was that they put it on busy freeways, on exits right before one of their restaurants would be available in roughly 1 to 3 kilometers. Reason being, they want to get you hungry with that beautiful Big Mac picture and help you take action on it within 1 to 3 kilometers, because guess what? You can just drive right through. That's actually how they built their drive-through business. Amazing, right? The next one is Kodak, right? Kodak is one of these super scale companies of its time. So they implemented actually several growth hacks, but one of my favorites is the disposable camera. So you'd pay once, you get a camera with the film and the production cost all in one. But the beauty of it is that these cameras would be available in convenient places that you'd want to take pictures that you would have probably forgotten to take your camera. Remember, those were days when we didn't have mobiles with cameras on them, right? Very different times. So they would put them in places like tourist attractions, like right at the entrance. We're like, oh my God, I ran out of film, or I forgot to bring my camera, or I need another camera, or whatever the case may be, they hit you up in the right places, right? The next one is FedEx. So it used to be called Federal Express when they actually pulled this off. They focus on optimizing their supply chain so that they can do overnight delivery. And that's how they became known as the logistics company. They would just do overnight delivery, and they opened up the whole express business because of this growth hack. And that's why they shortened their name from Federal Express to FedEx, right? So that's a traditional example. So let me give you some newer ones. So Dropbox is a very famous one. Their biggest growth hack is their ability to get their customers to do more referrals for them. It's a lot more sophisticated and deeper than that. I'm just keeping it as simple as possible, but they built a sales force using their customers who can bring in credible, profitable customers for them. And the second is Airbnb, another classic. They basically tapped into Craigslist, which was a listing service. So when they didn't have the volume to get people to go to their properties, they would then automatically list them into Craigslist and drive the traffic straight to them. And they were essentially lifting the traffic from Craigslist. Brilliant growth hack. YouTube. So I don't know if you know this, but YouTube used to be a video dating service to start with, and then they pivoted into video hosting, and finally what we see today. But their biggest growth hack prior to video, now this is the strange part because we got so used to it, we didn't even think this is an impossibility, but videos were not shareable. That is the biggest growth hack they've done. They are the ones that made them embeddable, shareable through several places. That's what they mastered. That's how they grew. That's the growth hack that they did. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a traditional tech company, but technology is central to what you do. The reason being is that it accelerates what you're doing at low cost and low resources. So if you recall when we talked about the growth dilemma earlier, when I talked about what is growth hacking, so you might want to go back to that video. We talked about the idea that you would not have enough resources to reach the growth goal. And so that would be the growth dilemma. And the only way to solve that dilemma is growth hacking, which are using less resources to get more out of what you're doing to get disproportionate results, right? So tech is at the center of that. All right. So head downstairs to the comments. I'd like to know from you, do you have some good examples that you would like to share about growth hacking? When you comment, please put the hashtag growth hacking. I'd love to get other people in the growth hacking community involved in the conversation who can help us drive more of this great content. Now, we've come to the end of the video, and like I promised you, I have a $100 bonus. This is my level 1 Growth Ninja certification program. It is available for you for watching this video. You go down to the description. There will be a link with instructions on how to pull it off and unveil this. I do want to let you know though, this is for a limited time and a limited quantity, but you're going to love it. You're going to become one of my growth ninjas. And one of the things that I'm out to do is to build a community of growth ninjas all around the world. I'd love you to be part of that. So best of luck with your growth hacks. I will see you in the next video.